Welcome to week 16 of Against the Spread. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. And Cam, you had a really good week last week. Me, not so much. Back to where we were mid-season.
Yeah, but you've been on fire this whole second half, so I'll take it. And this is the thing. Like, this whole season, we're going to have an asterisk beside it. You know, you're betting teams and lines, and they're changing game times and COVID. So, you know what? You just got to be on the right side of this. Like, imagine getting the – remember what the league said, though? They're like, oh, we're just going to play these games no matter what. And then all of a sudden you're changing. I just hope – that they keep the same rules for everybody, because it seems like some teams are like, yeah, maybe we'll do a favor for them and whatever. It's like you need a uniform league to do this, because I feel like last year where the Bills got screwed with their COVID situation with Tennessee and everything else, but then other teams, okay, we'll just give you time to get all your guys back. That's cool. That's the whole thing. It's a professional league, and they run it like it's a friggin' beer league.
And before the season started, Roger Goodell said no games will be delayed because of COVID. Like,
exactly.
And all of a sudden, all these star players are out. Oh, we have to delay those games. Like,
but it was nice getting the Raiders, Drew, at +6 when we saw Nick Mullins starting. So that game helped us.
Yes, but then the Washington game, we had them like 3.5, and they had finished at it was like -10.
It was -10 by kickoff. Yeah, so we got screwed. Yes, we win some, we lose some. I think we lose more than we win. But this COVID stuff's just a real nightmare.
Yeah, but our Tommy,
you look very festive, Drew. I have nothing.
Yes. Very festive. Cam Stewart doesn't like Christmas. Hates the holidays.
I'm like Scrooge. Boo! Give me a Peloton, and then maybe I won't be Scrooge too, and I'll start working out. Anyway, Drew, this is all I got.
The wreath.
I got my Christmas wreath. That's to hang outside the door. It's actually, you want to hear how pathetic it is? My neighbor's like, you want my tree? Because she's got like a nice one inside for her family,
way.
And then another one for you, like an outdoor tree. Like the neighbor's like, no, I'm that like single kind of like not I would say creepy guy in the neighborhood, but the guy with no kids in the neighborhood that like makes loud noises at night when I'm doing overnight shows and stuff like that. Let's just say they've been very nice offering me gifts. Like, I don't need your charity, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you the creepy neighbor?
My tree.
Are you the creepy neighbor standing like looking through the front window, like at everyone walking?
I do look through the window. I'm not the creepy neighbor. I like to check out the weather forecast and stuff. No, I'm not the guy with with the blinds going up and down all the time. Like, I'll do it once. I'm not gonna lie. I do it once in a while. Yeah,
I do like the Charlie Brown tree. Some of our audience may be too young to understand that reference.
Yeah, anyway, it's a loser tree. It's not.
What do you think? Should I go light up Christmas lights or no light?
I don't know, man. You look pretty. Oh, look at this guy. See, that's your generation, Drew. You guys in your sweaters and stuff. Like, I don't know what we did. We just usually got drunk and showed up at your neighbor's house and just told them all the stories, how they disappoint. Yeah, like the old Festivus episode that you tell me nobody knows what I'm talking about because I'm too old.
Well, I'm just saying, anyway. Seinfeld's not in. Actually, it's on Netflix now, so maybe it's back.
It's friggin' on. It's been syndicated for years, Drew. You can watch it anytime.
I understand.
Anyway, I don't want to get into this with you. Anyway,
Friends is better.
Our age difference, but I'm very, very impressed with your. Now that, Drew, you're a father, which is shocking in itself.
Scary.
You got to be like, no, it really is. You've
all right, let's get into the football game, Sam. Shout out Tommy Tiebreaker, 7-0 on his tiebreaks last week.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
So bottom line, guys, just listen to Tom. Me and Drew
when we disagree, go with the side Tom's on. It's just it's factual. All right.
Yes.
San Fran going to Tennessee. 3.5-point underdogs at home. Cam, Julio Jones likely out, hamstring injury, left the game again. This guy can't stay healthy. A.J. Brown likely back, but Ryan Tannehill, Cam, he's struggling. Last 4 games, just 2 touchdowns, 6 picks. This team has 13 turnovers over the last 4 weeks. San Fran has been rolling. I'll start off. I'm going San Fran here, even though people probably taking the home dog here, but I just can't do it. San Fran's rolling, and I have an outside 28-1 Super Bowl bet I made on San Fran last week, which I am liking the way they're playing right now.
Drew, it's funny you mentioned that. We've talked about this. We told you to buy into 3 futures, and San Fran was one of them, along with Indianapolis and maybe Minnesota. So all those 60-1s that we got like months ago, I'm sitting on a couple San Fran NFC and Super Bowl futures as well. I love home dogs, Drew, but I just don't. You're right. I don't trust Ryan Tannehill. You saw the second half of that game against Pittsburgh. This was a team with the lead, and they couldn't even get out of their own way. They couldn't get a first down. They had a turnover, 3 straight drives with turnovers, and Pittsburgh's offense did nothing, but they were just set up to put points on the board. Tennessee has major problems. Until they get Derrick Henry back, this is not a football team you can trust. As for San Francisco, they smell it. They could have had a letdown against Atlanta. They showed up, got it done, and covered the number. Give me the San Francisco 49ers to win this game by a touchdown on the road against choking Tennessee.
Yeah, I agree, Cam. And Jimmy G needs to get some respect. He's the Pro Football Focus #1 quarterback in the second half of the season.
People rip the guy all the time.
Everyone's like, oh, Trey Lance should be starting and all this nonsense. This guy's made a Super Bowl, Cam, and he outplayed Mahomes in 3 of those 4 quarters. Let's not forget that.
Their defense fell apart in the last few minutes of that Super Bowl. Jimmy G actually played pretty well in that game. I agree with you.
He missed one big throw to Kittle, but yeah, besides that, they're going to roll there, and I think they're going to do some damage in the playoffs, so we agree on San Fran. All right, moving on. The Cleveland Browns maybe getting guys back from the COVID list, maybe not. Who knows with the rules now. Green Bay -7 at home. They did not cover against Baltimore because John Harbaugh once again decided to go for 2 and miss it, and I was like, please overtime, please overtime, please overtime, and they ruined all of my parlays because I had the -4 from our Tuesday show. But Green Bay, you can start here, Cam. Are you going with the Brownies as underdogs on the road?
This game is really hard to pick, and we'll put up the disclaimers. I don't know what Cleveland's doing, but if they get Mayfield and all their guys back, especially on the offensive line and defense, they get their whole team back. I'm going to take Cleveland plus the 7. I like the reverse line movement too. It opened up at 8. Now we're seeing Green Bay at 7. Seems like a sucker line. But by time of taping, almost 80% of the public on Green Bay. It's never that easy in the NFL. And I'll tell you something. We'll talk about Baltimore. I think Huntley is actually a better starting quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
Don't start players too early, Cam. Don't start.
No. I'm just saying the guy looks great. Anyway, he throws the ball better. But we're not talking about that game yet. Give me the Cleveland Browns at plus 7 right now. I wish we got 8, but I'll take 7 with the Browns team. That heartbreaking loss. These guys all must wins now. They're a 7-7 football team. I think they go in there and give Green Bay fits.
I'm going to disagree with you, Cam. First time this week, Green Bay undefeated at home against the spread. They have over 31 points in their last 4 games. I just don't think the Browns can keep up. So if they score 31 again, can the Browns get to 24? I just don't.
I don't know. That's tough.
I just don't see it. So give me Green Bay at home on Lambeau Field. I think they want to lock up that 1 seed. So yeah, give me the pack, which means Tommy Tiebreaker. You're back in, tagged in. You got a Christmas hat on, so you like the holidays, I see.
Oh yeah, big Christmas guy. And this week I'll be a big Browns guy too. You clinch the division, you clinch that playoff spot. Yes, you obviously want the #1 seed, but you got a real hungry Browns team here with a bunch of teams that are sitting at 8-6, 7-6-1, 7-7. This is the season for Cleveland. They got to get up. Even if they don't win the game, I think 7 is still too many points. Give me the Brownies here plus 7.
I mean,
Tom. And another thing is, you guys know, every week the NFL comes out with narratives like, oh, this team, look what happens with the Saints. They win outright. Oh, they're alive. Like, it's almost like you look at it like keeping more teams in things to the end of the year is good for business. Let's just call it out for what it is. Yeah. I'm going to say, I don't know if Cleveland's going to win this game, Drew, but I don't see them laying an egg. I'm kind of with Tom. I think they give it all they're got, and maybe they lose a heartbreaker, but I don't think Green Bay wins by more than a touchdown.
I think you guys have way too much faith in Kevin Stefanski and the Browns.
Maybe we do.
I think these two teams are in different leagues, but I could be wrong. We will see on Saturday, Christmas Day game.
Yes.
The other Christmas Day game is Arizona hosting the Indianapolis Colts. The Cardinals looking like the teddy bear contenders I said they were, losing to the Lions, and now they're 1-point favorites.
Can I have the Lions plus 13? I must have had the Lions plus 13.
I did not. I thought the Cardinals would blow them out. But Jared Goff was out. That's the Lions game. We don't care about that. The Colts, Cam, Jonathan Taylor, is he just going to run all over these Cardinals? I think he will. What about you?
Yeah, here's the thing. Is it an overreaction? Now we're getting a very good Arizona team with 1 point, but I'll remember this. It's Christmas. Kind of an angle that I like to play, Drew. Maybe it's not true, like, when the coach gets fired, but road team on Christmas, more of a business trip. You know what I mean? They'll go about their business. The Cardinals still have to deal with things at home. And sometimes we forget when we're breaking down these games, we talk about these guys as like androids and robots. They're human beings with like children and situations. And even though they're millionaires, they got millionaire problems too. They got to deal with a lot of things. So I think the Colts go in here, and I love the way they're playing football. We both against Indianapolis. That was one of our top plays of the week. We hit that. I think the Colts go do it again. Here's the thing. They can't let up, though. That game against New England gets dangerous. Like, this team dominates games, and they let teams back in. They could be so much better. Against Arizona, you got to put your foot on their throats. Arizona's been bad recently. You talked about it, paper tigers, teddy bear tigers, whatever the hell it is. Give me the Colts. Give me the horseshoe on Christmas, Drew. Let's go.
I'll say one thing. Craig Reynolds ran for 112 yards on the Cardinals last week. You're telling me Jonathan Taylor can't hit 150? And if he does that, I mean, the Colts are easily going to beat the Cardinals. I think this is like a 10-point win for the Colts. I just think they're a better team. I don't think the Cardinals are for real. I've said it all year, and I'm going to keep saying it. So you're giving me the underdog on the road against the Cards. I will be taking this money line, this +1. This will be my best bets. I love the Colts in this spot. And it'll be a nice holiday gift to myself when I lose this money, apparently. We'll see. All right, Cam. The Buffalo Bills going to Foxborough to take on the Patriots, 2.5-point underdogs. Do they get revenge on the Patriots here, or does Bill Belichick and the Patriots solidify themselves as the top team in the AFC East?
I like what I saw, out of basically what the Colts did to New England in the first half. And I like what I saw out of Buffalo with Singletary with aspects of that game against
22
Carolina.
carries, Cam.
That's the thing. If you're going to beat the Patriots, you can't be one-dimensional. So I think Buffalo also has revenge on their minds. I got to be honest with you. I hope the weather's actually better. Like the Buffalo Bills, we've talked about this. I don't understand how a team from Orchard Park, New York plays better in pristine conditions. But I hope there's no wind, no snow, no nothing. I like the Bills. I don't know how you and Tom are Bills fans. I feel like I'm the biggest Bills fan on the show. This team has taken money from me this year. They've given it back. They've taken it. They've been hard to deal with, but revenge spot, I think the Bills have more talent. I don't care about Cole Beasley and his COVID. I couldn't give a rat's ass about that stuff. They'll find other guys, Gabe Davis and the rest of the team. It's about the defense, though. And the thing is, turn New England one-dimensional. Make Mac Jones beat you. They beat you with the run last time. See, that's the thing about Mac Jones. He can make some good throws, but don't put the game on his shoulders yet. You saw what the Colts did early. You can get to this guy. Like, I know the media wants to basically say, oh, he's amazing stuff. He's good, but he's also in a good system. In the system, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes in it. Bills, don't be stupid. Run the ball, set up the pass. I think the Bills win outright. Give me the 2.5.
Cam, let's be honest. Without the gale force winds, the Bills probably win the game last time they played. I mean, the Patriots only had 10 first downs. It's not like they dominated Buffalo. They had that one huge rushing touchdown, which obviously blew the game open. But I think if it's decent weather, I think the Bills win this game by 7-8 points. And I just think the Patriots just don't have enough talent for me. And I could be completely wrong because Bill Belichick is an amazing defensive coordinator. He can shut down Allen maybe, but Allen last year in this exact same spot threw 3 touchdowns to Diggs on Monday Night Football when they needed the win to clinch the division. So I think this is Sean McDermott and Josh Allen's heyday. They come in and say, let's not forget about this. And I will say the money line for the Bills is +120, but the AFC East odds on them is +150. So if you think they're going to win this game, go bet them to win the division. Don't bet this money line, Cam. A little tip for the bettors out there.
Yeah, no, it's a good tip. And I still think Buffalo is very much alive. You got to win this game. You can take everything back. You take control. You're a 9-6 team. They're a 9-6 team. Let's go do this, Buffalo. I think this is a game. You're a better team. Go and prove it this time. Don't let us down. Don't choke. Don't choke again. Please.
Whoever wins this game is winning the division. That's why I say that.
It's fact. Yeah. Correct.
All right. So we both agree. We're both on the Bills here. Picking against the Patriots once again. It worked last week. Let's see if it works this week. The Giants, Cam. What a mess this football team is going to Philadelphia.
Who's playing? Who's starting? Is it Jake Fromm? Because they've shut down Jones.
Yeah, right? Jones is done. So I'm thinking they go back to Glennon, but at the same time, Jake Fromm didn't look too bad, did he? I don't know.
I think he did. It was the end of the game, and he actually looked off. The thing is, we know what we get from Mike Glennon. I think you just got to start. Can't we see something new? It doesn't hurt, right? Right, Drew? Like it doesn't hurt to play Fromm. It's the same situation. Glennon, Fromm, who cares?
And at this point, you want a better draft pick, so just play Fromm and see what you got, right?
Yeah. You want to start or?
Yeah, I'll start on this one. So the Giants, the last 3 games, they've lost by 15, they've lost by 16, and then they've lost by 11. This is only 10 points. I think the Eagles cover because they need this win. They're right back in the playoff hunt, and I think they just run all over the Giants here. If Daniel Jones was playing, I know they held them to 13-7. They only lost by 6 points last time these two teams played in Week 12, but that was with Daniel Jones. He's not there anymore. So if Jake Fromm or Glennon or whoever, if it's me or you at quarterback, I think the Eagles cover this football game, Cam.
I hate doing this too, but it's a divisional game, and I'm like, how the hell are the Giants going to stay within 10 of these guys? I really want to take it, but
their defense is good. It held Philadelphia to 0 points over 3 quarters last time they played.
Even last game, Drew, how much have they given up? Like they hung with Miami for a while. Like you're right, the defense has actually been like they're
still losing by double digits the last 3 weeks.
That's how bad the offense is, right?
Exactly.
Eventually, this defense is just going to have one of these games where they mail it in. But these teams hate each other. Yeah, I'll take Philadelphia. I don't like the game, Drew, at all.
I know. I won't be putting this on my bets. That's for sure.
Oh, no, this is not a best bet game. Definitely. I don't know. We'll go to Perfect Tom Tiebreaker. He can help us through our
well, no, we both picked Philly. He doesn't get to pick.
Oh, sorry, Tom. I apologize. Next game, maybe.
All right, the next game. The Vikings hosting the LA Rams. The Rams 3-point favorites on the road.
Can I start, Drew?
Kurt, you can start this one. Kirk Cousins, we said it. Primetime games, this guy stinks. He didn't even throw 100 yards against Chicago. And then Chicago almost got the backdoor cover, but for some reason they didn't have to kick the extra point, which I didn't understand. But anyone who bet the Vikings -8 were like, whew.
-7. Yeah,
no,
it was 8.
Yeah, sorry, -7, exactly. So, Cam, you tell me where you're going in this.
Actually, this is one of my favorite games of the week. I love the Vikings.
Really?
Well, trust me, I watched the Seattle Rams game too. They could have lost to Seattle if not for bad calls. Like you're telling me that pass interference call against DJ Dallas, like the Rams are actually so unimpressive. The fact that they covered in that game was sick. Seattle actually could have won the game. For people that don't look at the box score, watch the game. The Rams, they got to Stafford the whole game, and that was the Seahawks. That was the Seahawks here. Minnesota, on the other hand, has a way better offense than Seattle. 100 times better. You're giving me 3 damn points at home against the Rams? I don't even think the Rams are that good. You want to talk about paper tigers? They're my teddy bear tiger, really? Drew, as you like to say. Teddy bear, teddy bear. Where are the paws, not the claws? That team is overrated. Give me the Minnesota Vikings in a must-win spot with a 7-7 football team. Getting 3 damn points. Skol! Skol! Skol!
Cam, I'm gonna disagree with you. The Rams.
Yeah, good. That's what we're here for. We're not supposed to agree on every game.
The Rams, I just think their offense is too good, and like Minnesota could barely move the ball against Chicago. Cam,
Chicago had Roquan Smith back, and I don't care about what people say. Their defense isn't that bad.
Cam. The Vikings are facing a team that's Super Bowl contender. They want that 1 seed as well. They want that division. They expect Arizona to lose, which means they want to take it over. They need this win. And Cam, outside chance, Cooper Kupp. I got him at 151 MVP last week.
That's a great pick.
He's now 80-1. So I'd
be like 20-1 or less.
Go drop $20 on 80-1 Cooper Kupp to MVP. He's leading the league in receptions. He's on pace to break Calvin Johnson's all-time receiving yards record. He has an outside chance to break Randy Moss's TD record.
Excellent
and
pick.
He's more important than Stafford to this team. I know no receiver has ever won it before. I get it. But those odds right now, go take that. Put a little sprinkle on it, Cam. A little Christmas sprinkle.
I like that. I think that's Drew. That's excellent advice for the bettors. First of all, Cooper Kupp's amazing, and without Cooper Kupp, Seattle probably would have won that game.
Oh, 100%.
Like he was the only guy catching anything in that game. Anyway, bottom line is I'm taking Minnesota +3, and Tom Tiebreaker, who could still be on fire. I don't know what he's saying in this game. Tough.
Yeah, give it to us, Tommy.
I love Minnesota here.
Thank you, Tom.
I think since, I don't know, week 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there, something happened in Minnesota, and they became this dynamic team that found ways to win games. Against tough teams, they're always in. They're losing. Like I'm looking at the schedule right now, like a tough score or a 4-point loss to the Cowboys. Just the overtime loss to the Ravens. That should have been a win. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Packers. They were in it against the 49ers, who were
good, man.
At that point. They beat the Steelers. They beat a tough divisional, good defense against the Bears last week. I know you didn't have the same outlook as I do against that game, Drew. I just think the Vikings are clicking right now, and like Cam said, the Rams aren't what we think they are. They're not a 10-4 team.
I agree.
They've gotten lucky with a lot of results here, and the Vikings are rolling. I think even if they lose this game, it's a backdoor cover. Maybe I don't know, man.
It's the holidays. Stewart on Stewart love.
Yeah, it's all
hate, not violence. See, we're together on this.
We're at the dinner table.
Me and Tom put on our Viking hats, and
you're both going to get
give us another turkey leg, you turkey.
Exactly. Yeah.
Give me more.
Give me the Vikings +3 and a nice little Christmas card to carry over to this episode.
I'll be enjoying my Yorkshire pudding as I watch Cooper Kupp score 3 touchdowns against the Vikings. That's
Yorkshire pudding. That was a good one, Drew. Your hair, by the way, looks very aerodynamical and
it's like
Christmas. Yes.
It's like I got like that mannequin head.
Yeah. You got that like successful family man look there. You look like you actually got stocks and money in the bank.
Yeah, just without the suit and tie. You got the light up Christmas sweater. It screams I got lots of money. All right, Cam.
Yes.
Bay on the road in Carolina, 10.5-point favorites on the road.
Oh, you start.
You called it last week, Cam. The Saints blew them up. They beat them. They shut them out.
It's actually funny. People online, I know you rip me sometimes, but people were stealing my lines in chat. Saints, Bucks, kryptonite. That's what I said last week. It's just something about, and it's weird. They had an interview Arians, and he was talking about throughout his coaching career that one team, every team that he's been with, he says he can't deal with the Saints. So other teams, if you're looking at what the Saints do when you play Tom Brady, why don't you copy some of their blitz packages and formations, because it works.
And can we get over, like, everyone gets taunting flags, but Tom can run to the far sideline.
Oh, I know.
Tell a coach to go F himself.
Exactly. No, they had a nice thing. They had like Tyreek Hill giving the peace sign, fine. They had another guy, like they did this like whole montage of like innocent stuff, the Bears guy doing nothing as the referee takes him out.
Oh, I know.
Fine. But Tom Brady, I told you, the guy's he's like Illuminati. I don't want to say too much because they might cut my signal here. Enough is enough. Anyway, last week, the Illuminati had to say, Tom, you can't be perfect, but I don't know what it is about the Saints. They got information on him.
Can we talk about him saying they got to take those hits out of the game on the Chris Godwin over the middle? How about you don't throw to your receiver over the middle with the safety right there, Tom?
He hung him out to dry.
Exactly.
You're so right, Drew. Like, no, it's never Tom's fault, right? Never.
And like, what do you want the TV to do? If he goes high, it's an instant 15-yard penalty, so he's got to go low. It's just unlucky that Godwin was taking a step on the turf at the exact same time he got hit in the leg.
These refs are calling penalties like in the Bears game when a guy's diving through a player trying to make a tackle. Like, what do you want these guys to do? You know what? I got an idea in the future. We'll just play, two-hand touch and flag football. Yeah. Because honestly, these refs, like, they call everything. It's a disgrace to the game. The NFL reffing this year, like, they've hit new lows. Like, honestly, it's a step up from wrestling right now.
Apparently, we need a strike zone for defensive players.
Oh, I know.
Belly button to nipple. That's it. It's just like,
you know what, Drew? They're special athletes that have exquisite skills, and they're trying to make plays. Well, guys, and another thing is, they're getting penalties. A lot of the time, Tom Brady's a classic guy doing it too. The old turtle routine. So you hit him in the head. So you know what? Ref, get in your head, and they should be able to look at that stuff again. Anyway, I'm getting frustrated now. It's Christmas. I didn't want to raise my blood pressure. But you got me fired up.
These plays in like 0.2 seconds too. It's not like
I know.
Think about
yes.
All right,
well, what game were we talking about?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Carolina. I'm taking Tampa. Revenge spot. Coming off a bad game. They're going to blow this out. And I just don't see – I understand they won't have Godwin, probably not Evans, but who scores for Carolina against Tampa? Maybe they get 7 points. Take the team under on Carolina. So I think Tampa wins this game 31-10 or something.
No, you're right about the weapons. Like, who plays for Tampa, Drew?
Oh, I know. It's just – but at the end of the day, who's going to score for Carolina?
You know what? I'll take Carolina. I have no explanation to this bet other than I want 10.5 points. I have nothing.
All right, Tommy Tiebreaker. You staying with the Stewart on Stewart Love, or are you coming over with me on Tom Brady's side?
That was shocking, Cam, to hear you take that turn there, dude. I got a nice look at the Panthers from the 6th row last week against the Buffalo Bills. That team ain't doing nothing against Tampa Bay. It's going to be a real long night. I agree with Drew. Maybe 7 points off a Cam scramble. Chuba Hubbard, nothing. Robbie Anderson, nothing. That whole team's just garbage. Pretty good. Decent defense, though. Decent defense. I give them that. But 5-9, they shouldn't be even close to 5-win team. They're more like a 2-3-win team. What I saw last week, so give me the Bucks by.
But one thing, guys,
give me 100.
Tampa Bay just might want to get like a 7-10 point lead and get the hell out of Dodge because they got guys that are like injured. That's the only reason I'm going to take Carolina. Is I think Tampa Bay has to worry about the big picture, meaning playoff Super Bowl. So,
but can Stephon Gilmore cover Scotty Miller?
Yes, he can.
Yeah, exactly.
Very well.
We'll see.
Tommy, you and Tom are right. It's hard to put money on the Pussycats, but I don't want to lay 10.5 anyway.
No, I mean, let's hope that we're both right here. I don't know. Maybe it middles the game. I don't know.
It's impossible, Drew. It's 10.5. We cannot.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that can't happen.
Yes. Next.
All right. The Jacksonville Jaguars going to New York, take on the Jets. Jets just listed 15 players on the COVID protocol this morning, including their head coach, Robert Saleh, which means I don't know who's coaching their football team. But the Jacksonville Jaguars, Cam, I love them in this spot. Trevor Lawrence wants to show Zach Wilson why he was the number one pick in the draft. No more rapid fire. 80% of the public are on the Jets. Anytime 80% is on one side, Cam, it goes ding, 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 ding. Go the other way. So automatically I'm like the Jags. Want some pride. This is their prideful game. This is like their Super Bowl, Cam. They need to win a football game. So
I'm going to agree with you, but really, what could we call this one, Tom and Drew? What is this? The sewage bowl? Worse than the toilet bowl. Like steaming hot sewage in the sun bowl. Like this game sucks. And I'll tell you something. I was on Jacksonville. That's what happens when you listen to narratives. Ooh, Urban Meyer's gone. Look, they're going to play against Houston. They still suck. But the Jets, this is the best thing about this show, Drew. By the time of taping, the whole Jets team might be out. So maybe Jacksonville, you know what I mean? They don't have to deal with anybody. I don't know who the hell's quarterbacking. Does Zach Wilson have it too? Are they on a 4-string quarterback?
No, Zach Wilson's going to start.
Okay. Well, I'd actually prefer him over like guys like Flacco and other guys too.
But Mike White is back. Mike White's back off the code list, so maybe they just go, hey, Mike White, you're back in.
Mike White's back?
Yeah.
That's kind of a problem, actually.
They haven't announced he's going to start, though. I think it's going to be Zach Wilson.
Anyway, yeah, because they want to have for Wilson versus Lawrence, like the old first-round draft pick bowl. You're right, Drew. You know what? I'm going to hold my nose. Maybe this is the week. I don't know. Are the Jags still playing? Give me Jacksonville. I'm literally in this game. Who is the dog? We're getting 1.5. I will take Jacksonville.
I got it at 2.5, and that's why I love it.
No, but it says 1.5.
Well, 2.5 on my sheet, and I printed it 30 minutes ago, so that's what we're going.
This is the thing, Drew. Like, we have to be on the same page.
All right, so 2.5, Cam, what are you going with?
I'll take 2.5. Oh, you're going to give me an extra point?
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Yes. I thought you were just going to give me 1.5. And you
No. I wouldn't do that to you.
That's not very nice.
No, but I think I love this game, Cam. I mean, what have the Jets done at all this year to have 80% of the public backing them? I understand the Jags have been bad, but come on, guys. Like, I don't know. I think this is an easy.
The whole game sucks, but I'll take the points.
I actually enjoy it. This will be one of the games on my TV.
Wow.
Sunday.
Yeah, excellent.
I want to see it. All right, Cam, moving on. The Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Jared Goff, it will miss this game with COVID, which means, what's his name? Teddy Bluger will play quarterback. Tim Boyle is the.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Boyle. Yeah.
Tim Boyle will play quarterback for the Lions. Do the Falcons have what it takes to cover this game by 6, Cam? That's a lot of points.
It is. Is it really a down? Let's give Goff credit. I think if Goff was quarterbacking the Rams, they'd be in the exact same damn situation they are with Matt Stafford.
I agree with you.
Matt Stafford takes so many sacks. Like, this is the problem with people in the narratives. Like, really? Have you watched Matt Stafford play? Actually, Goff is playing better. This is the whole funny thing about this. And why? Because he plays for the Lions. He's got no receivers. Give me Detroit in this game. I'll take the points. I don't like this game at all. I'm actually probably not even going to bet it. No teasers, no nothing. We have to pick every game on the board, Drew. I like Detroit, the fact that they're showing balls right now. They beat up on the Cardinals. Atlanta's a horrible favorite. Sure, they can win the game by 6. Am I getting 5.5? I see 5.5.
Yeah, it's 5.5.
Is that correct? Okay,
yeah.
I'll take Detroit plus 5.5. Thank you.
I will go with the Falcons here just because I don't trust Tim Boyle, Cam, and I know the Lions came off their biggest win of the season. They just beat the Cardinals, and this is a huge letdown spot for me. So I think the Falcons come out and win this game by a touchdown. I could look terrible, but I think they do that deed. So give me the Falcons. Tommy Tiebreaker, where are you going?
Detroit Rock City, 5.5 is way too many points. Drew the Steelers, 3 points to the Browns, 2 points to the Bears, beat the Vikings. That outlier against the Broncos in Denver. It's tough to get up there and play. They just beat the Cardinals. They're rolling. The Falcons are. You want to talk about teddy bear contenders of
these guys
6 or 7 win teams? Yeah, give me a break. This team should be a 4-win, 3-win team. They're not that good, even with the personnel they got. Russell Gage is clicking. They might win the game, but they're not going to win by 5.5. Detroit Rock City.
Yeah. I just think someone is going to tell Dan Campbell, listen, you got your big win last week. We want the first overall pick. You lose this game no matter what. And I know that stuff is not supposed to happen behind the scenes, but Cam, I think the Lions throw this football game. Is that too crazy to say?
No, it's not crazy. But then again, Jacksonville might try to lose. Like,
no, but that's a pride thing. They don't need first overall because they just got Lawrence. That's a pride thing in Jacksonville.
I don't know. You're a psychologist all of a sudden. For pick number 1, pick number 2, it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter. They want the top quarterback.
No, but Detroit's not going to go for a quarterback with the first pick anyway. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes, they will.
No, they got to build it on the Lions first. You can get a quarterback later. There's not going to be no first
They're not
overall
building
pick for
around
a quarterback.
Jared Goff, Cam. Stop it.
I know that, Drew. I understand, but you don't have to reach with the first pick to get a quarterback. You can find one in the late first round, make a trade, or the second round or the third round. Anyway, we're not going to have this debate right now.
Yeah,
this game blows.
Yeah, this game does blow. All right, the Chargers going to Houston, Cam, laying 9.5 points on the road. Another road favorite. This is the season of road favorites, and I'm going with the road favorite here. Houston, big win last week. The Chargers have been covering numbers against these bad football teams, and I think they continue that trend. They need that win. They want to make the playoffs, so I think they blow Houston out of the water.
Yeah, I agree. Now it's under 10. It's 9.5. I think they probably win this game between 10 and 13. It'll be really close to the number. I'm going to go with the Chargers as well. I hate going against these home dogs, Drew, but the Chargers, that's one thing they can do is beat up a bad football team, and they should have all their pieces back, right? Like, I'm thinking this team is getting healthier. I got to be honest with you, though. They should have beat the Chiefs. Everyone, all these numbers guys talk about this stuff. There has to be a middle line between today's numbers. And anyway, I don't want to just throw out the A word, analytics, but you also have to understand the clock, the situation, the team you're playing against. Drew, coaches just now look at numbers and say, well, percentages tell me 66%
Four
of the
times
time I'm
Cam,
going to
they didn't
succeed.
kick the field goal.
You can still be old school and kick a field goal. You can. Like, I think you can work. It's like in life, Drew, right? Like, you're an old school guy, but you're an analytics guy too. You look at the situation. Sometimes it means to do this. And I think they're just looking at numbers and saying, well, we're going to get it more than we don't. And you know what? Stupid. And I'll tell you, Baltimore going for it for all their 2-point conversions, stupid. Sometimes just play for overtime when you're playing a good game. Anyway, I'm going to take the Chargers.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And their coach is pissing me off.
I will say, yeah, I mean, I did get it. I was upset with Jared Cook because he dropped that touchdown, Cam. It was the hands on the 2-yard line. Like, oh, my God. And then they didn't get any points on that drive. But, yeah, take the 3 points sometimes, especially when you're already winning the football game, Cam. It just doesn't make sense to me. But they're going to blow out Houston. Let's be serious. All right. The Baltimore Ravens going to Cincinnati, Cam. Cincinnati 2.5-point favorites at home. The Bengals blew the Ravens out last time these two played, and we called it when it happened. Do they get revenge? It looks like Lamar Jackson's going to be back. Harbaugh said today that
perfect. Give me Cincinnati.
Oh, go right away. Lamar Jackson's playing. You take Cincinnati. I love it.
Listen, it's nothing personal against Lamar Jackson. I think he's an extraordinary talent. But as I said before, there's issues. The issues hitting receivers, and Huntley in a short period of time has thrown more accurately. He has done better in the same situations. Anyway, I get it. I'm not going to say Huntley is better. It's a small sample size. But Cincinnati went on the road in Denver. They took care of business. I worry about a couple injuries. They already beat this team up. Now they're at home. Huge game for them. I just think the Ravens' defensive injuries catch up with them. All the Bengals have to do is win by a field goal, Drew. Ravens are probably going to be a popular dog because of the way they've been hanging with Green Bay and other teams. I got to take Cincinnati here. Tough game, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like this game one bit, so I'm just going to take the underdog and the better coach. I think Harbaugh realizes how big this game is, and I'm not sure Zach Taylor is ready for this big spotlight just yet, which means the Ravens will maybe win this football game outright, and they'll get revenge. There's no way Cincinnati blows them out again, but like you said, it's only a field goal. I just think the Ravens win this game with Lamar back. I know he's not the greatest thrower of the football, but Joe Burrow hasn't looked that great lately yet either, Cam. So I will take the Ravens. So Tommy Tiebreaker, once again, are you going back to the Stewart on Stewart love? It'll be 4-5 if you do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I was really hoping you guys wouldn't call my number on this one because
welcome to our world.
What the heck do you do with this? I'll just go with recency bias. A team that smoked them on the road, I'll take them to smoke them at home by 3 points. Cincinnati by 3. I think it's a field goal. I don't know. I don't even. Whatever.
Wow, Tom, you're struggling.
Yeah, I do not like this game. I don't like this game at all.
Yeah, it's a struggling. Yeah, me and Drew have to do this for every game. I told you, it's very, very. It's not fun. Some of these games you just want to pass.
All right, Cam, your Seattle Seahawks with probably the worst decision maker I've ever seen in my life on Tuesday Night Football. 3rd and 7 in the fourth quarter. You're down 7 points, and they run the football, Cam?
This team is just.
What's going on with Pete Carroll? He's trying to lose, it looks like.
It's almost that bad. And they were actually better than the Rams most of the game. They were. They had a couple drops. The DJ Dallas Don call on an obvious pass interference where the guy goes right into him. Changed the whole face of the game. But here's the thing. That loss could have been demoralizing. As for the Bears, they got their own problems. But you know what? Seattle might have just – this is it. This is 8 straight seasons now. They're not going to have a winning record. I think that loss to the Rams is demoralizing. Russell Wilson looks like he's almost like crying. I think one thing Chicago could do if they just this is very simple. If Chicago shows up and wants to play football, they'll cover the number. Yeah. Sorry, anyway, I hit my screen. I'll take the Bears plus 6.5.
That was you virtually smacking Pete Carroll in the head, saying smart enough.
Yeah. Honestly, you're right though. When you watch Seahawks games, you're like, can somebody be this stupid, or like, are they almost trying to throw games? It is ridiculous. Like, Pete, it's time to go. Like, just walk off. Bye.
3rd and over 5. When you need the first down, these draw plays don't work. No one's believing in Russell Wilson running the football. He hasn't been running out all year.
Exactly.
Who's biting on that fake, and then you get 0 yards or you get maybe 1? It doesn't make any sense. Chicago plus 6.5. I'm taking them too. I just can't trust Seattle. I will say the under, Cam, it's only over-under is 43. The under in Seattle's last 6 games is hitting 79% of the time.
Their defense is playing pretty good.
64% of the time. So these games, both these teams can't score points. So give me the under in this football game, though it is really low. All right, moving on. Pittsburgh going to Kansas City. It looks like they might be without Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, and yet they're still 8.5-point favorites at home, Cam. I will say this. If Kelce and Hill do not play, I am taking Pittsburgh on the money line, not just the spread. If they do play, I think the Chiefs easily win this football game. That's how vital I think those two weapons are, Cam. But right now, with them on the COVID list, I will take the Steelers plus 8.5. Where do you go?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Steelers too. I see 8, so I don't know. We got different lines here, so we got to have a team.
All right, well, it's 8.5.
Make sure we get. Okay, I get it. See, this is the good news. Every time you tell me I'm getting something better that you're getting, I love it. Give me the steel curtain here. Pittsburgh really grinded out that win against Tennessee. As for Kansas City, Drew, you know what's going to happen, right? All their guys are going to be healthy and ready to play in this game, and they're going to win by 21. But we're on the Steelers. I think it's too many points as it stands right now. I'm hoping. And the story said more to come with Kansas City COVID stuff. Well, we'll see. And is the league going to move the game for these guys again? Who knows? Anyway, I'll take Pittsburgh getting the excessive 8.5.
I did get Pittsburgh at plus 10 last night when I saw it. When I saw the code list, I was like, oh,
nice.
Plus 10, early bet on that one. So I think if Kelce and Hill are officially out, Cam, what do you think this line is on Sunday? I'd say what, minus 4.5?
I'd say still 5.5, 6.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I think we value those players differently than Vegas does then, because I can't trust McCole Hardman as the number one receiver.
That's true.
Mahomes is not playing like himself, Cam. I know he put up a bajillion fantasy points on Thursday against the Chargers, but before the fourth quarter, he had like nothing. And then that blatant touchdown miss to McCole Hardman when he just threw it in the dirt. I mean, is there something wrong with this guy? Is he just
There could be. Well, their teams are starting to figure him out, Drew. And by the way, like being on the Chargers, like think about the losses I've had. Bills against Tampa Bay, the plus 3, like they're losing games.
The overtime games.
And that's the problem. You got a dog with overtime. You're just like, here we go again. But anyway, you're right. Kansas City, they're winning more and everyone's talking, but I don't think they've been that impressive. They still look like they're not the same Chiefs team to me. So yeah, I'll take Pittsburgh.
All right, Cam, give me this one. So if Huntley starts for Baltimore and Mahomes starts for KC, but without Hill and Kelce, do you start Huntley in fantasy football or Mahomes?
Huntley.
Really? Wow. You benched Patrick Mahomes for Huntley.
Am I insane? Yeah. Well, here come the listener comments.
He was the best fantasy quarterback.
Here we go.
Week. So
the thing about Huntley is he runs too, and Kansas City's defense it's better, but it's still not good. And
Pittsburgh has a good defense too.
They're going to be missing Fenton and a couple other guys too in the secondary. Like these are losses that are huge. You're playing backups there. I don't know. I think Huntley's a good fantasy guy because he can move. He can motor on his feet too. He's a good runner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Anyway, tough call.
This next game, Cam, even more of a flip of the coin. The Raiders hosting the Broncos.
Give me the Raiders.
Just right away, Raiders. I love it.
Yep. I don't know. Drew Lock in that game came in. He made a couple nice plays, but he's still not a polished quarterback. I'll give the Raiders all the credit, Drew. Let's talk about Team of the Year for resilience. With all the crap that's happened to them with Coach, Ruggs, all the other things that are going on, this team is not folded. It is unbelievable. What a grind out win. Carlson, a big kick against Cleveland. Basically, this game is a pick 'em. All they have to do is win. Give me the Las Vegas Raiders against a Denver team that will not be able to get it done on the road. I took the Broncos. In sometimes some spots this year at home, I don't know. Their defense is good, but other than that, their offense sucks, and the Raiders will do enough. Under in this game, by the way, too. If you like a football game with points, this is not your game.
No, this will not be a game you want to watch. Cam, I got to go Denver here. Just the Raiders barely beat the Browns that didn't have any good football players on the field.
That is true.
That's
true.
It was embarrassing.
How's Denver going to score though, Drew? With Drew Luck in that team, that's a pitiful offense.
It's going to be like 13-10 this football game, Cam, and I think Denver might get a pick 6.
The Raiders.
The Broncos defense is just as good as the Cleveland Browns defense, Cam. If not,
I agree. Broncos defense is awesome. They held Cincinnati in check. I'll give you that, buddy.
And Drew Lock might be better than Teddy, but Teddy, I mean, get well soon, Teddy. Let's hope he's okay. And
I hope so too.
Fine. But yeah, I just think overall Denver's the better football team until the Raiders get some weapons on offense, Cam. They have nobody left besides Josh Jacobs, and I won't be watching this whole game, but I'll be picking Denver to cover the spread. All right, Tommy Tiebreaker, who you going with?
I really like Denver in this spot. Run game's starting to click. They complement that with decent passing options. And the Raiders offense outside of that game against Dallas where they put up 36 or whatever it was has been pretty muzzled the last 6-7 weeks. So against Denver, defenses travel. They're always a tough team to play against in division. A lot of Broncos fans getting those tickets for Christmas, making the flight over to Vegas. I think they'll have a nice turnout. And yeah, the +1. I think they come in and win by 3. So a bit of an easy call for me. That will definitely be on my best bets. Give me the Broncos.
All right.
Wow.
And we will say, Cam, one of the worst contracts in the NFL looks like Cortland Sutton right now. I mean, he's the number 2 receiver on his team, and he's making like $15 million. They don't throw
Thing is, they also got nobody throwing the ball.
I mean, well, they don't throw it to him. They throw it to Tim Patrick just fine. Why can't they throw it to Cortland Sutton?
Yeah, it's a bad deal. I agree.
All right. The Dallas Cowboys, Cam, hosting the Washington football team, laying 11 at home, coming off a big win last week. Washington probably getting Heineke back, but who knows? I mean, if it's Garrett Gilbert in a revenge spot, maybe you love the Washington football team, Cam. But you can start this one because I don't
know. Why is this happening? These games. Honestly, I got a headache. Like picking every one of these games. Like,
I feel like every week there's like 5 terrible football games.
Oh, it's more. I think there's like 8, and we pick every single one of them. Anyway, give me Washington, the football team. I don't care if it's Drew Livingstone, Stu Dog, anybody, somebody with one leg. I don't care. Give me 11 points. Heineke should be back, whatever. If it is Garrett Gilbert, maybe he does. Miracles can happen. I don't know. Dallas, I'll tell you one thing. They're a much better football team than Washington, but you're asking them to cover 11 points. I think that's too many in a divisional game. They almost threw the game the last time they played. They were dominating Washington and fell apart. I'll take Washington, please, plus 11.
I want to take Dallas, Cam, just because I don't trust Washington.
I don't trust Dallas covering numbers, and I don't trust Washington either. So I'm taking the dog. This game, as I said, it reeks like sewage again.
Yes, it does reek. Washington screwed me last night, though, Cam. I had them plus 10, and it looked like
a push.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying it looked like they were going to easily cover that number.
I agree.
And
they couldn't stop Philly's run game. But Drew, they had so many guys out. That's another thing. Like, how many of these guys come back? I don't know.
We don't know
right now.
And I think Dallas's offense is much better than Philadelphia's. I mean, they have better running backs, better receivers, better quarterbacks. So, you know what? They're 11-3 against the spread, and they've been covering games at home lately. So give me Dallas. I know I'm going to regret this pick because I love Washington to cover games, but I got to go with Dallas here, Cam. All right, Tommy Tiebreaker, who you going with?
We haven't given enough credit to Dallas' defense this season. There are like top of the food chain, top 5 in the league. They got playmakers in every position, and they'll frustrate whoever's under center. Will they cover 11 points? I just looked into the future, and they will win by 13, fellas. You can go ahead and lock that 13. In. Dallas Cowboys will deliver a Christmas present.
Is that a magic Harry Potter hat on your head? You can
yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
My pick? No, it's okay. I'll still stick with 11.
You can switch if you want. It's up to you, Cam.
Pass. It's a horrible game, but I'll take the dog.
Why was that Trayvon Diggs interception a pick? To me, that did not look like a catch. I know it was his 10th pick of the year, and everyone's freaking out about it.
I agree with you, Drew.
He had it for like 0.5 seconds and then lost it.
I know. It's not. You have to. That's another thing. Different strokes for different folks. Different rules all the time.
If that's a receiver, there's 0% chance that's a touchdown.
You are correct.
So exactly. Why is the rule different for DBs? I don't know.
I don't know, Drew. I'd call Roger Goodell. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, Cam. Last game of the week on December 27th, the Miami Dolphins on the road in New Orleans to take on the Saints. The Saints laying 3 at home. Can Taysom Hill upset? I mean, it's not an upset. They're favorite. I don't know why they're favorites. So you know where I'm going.
Want me to go?
You can start. You know where I'm going.
I'll take the Dolphins. And the Saints have been great to me this year. They've been the gift that keeps on giving. I'm going to tell you, big performance against Tampa Bay. Let down. Miami was horrible in the first half against the Jets. Dominated the second half. Huge game. I think that if the Saints win, they win by like between 1 and 3. What am I getting? Am I getting 3.5 or 3?
You're getting 3.
I'm only getting 3? Okay. This game's got push written all over it because I'm going to take the Dolphins. I'm going to take the dog in the spot. Give me Miami, who's playing pretty good football. This seems like a spot where the Saints are like barely, if they win, they'll win on like a last-second field goal to win by like 1. I'll take the dog.
I will take Miami as well. I think the wrong team is favored in this spot just because of what we saw against Tampa, Cam. I mean, the Dolphins defense is great. Yeah, Zach Wilson moved the ball a little bit against them, but they got back on track in the second half. And like you said, this is a big letdown spot. Tua did not look great in the first half, but he came on in the second.
Yeah.
This game's got 16-13 written all over it. Look at the over-under, Cam. It's 38.5. What a joke. I mean, anytime under 40, you have to bet the over, right? I mean, it's probably going to still go under, but I'm probably, just because it's a primetime game, I'll take the over just I want to watch. Maybe tease.
How about you tease the Dolphins to plus 10?
Plus 10 and over 30.
Actually, I would do both. I would tease the Dolphins to plus 10, go over, under, and at middles.
Yeah.
They'll probably middle on the total.
Do you think plus 10 over under 32.5 is the teaser play for Monday night?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. I like that as well. All right, Cam. On the way out here, let's give us your top 3 Christmas movies. I'm gonna put you on the spot, or just give me your favorite Christmas movie. I want to know it just for the fans on the holidays to cheer everyone up. Which they
Bad Santa is my favorite Christmas movie.
Bad Santa.
I love that. I love that kid, Thurman Merman, whatever. The chick from Gilmore Girls.
Did you see when he was growing up in the second one?
You know, when they're getting naked in the hot tub and Granny's falling asleep with the infomercials. You can't beat it. The whole movie is awesome. Like Drunk Santa, I really love it. Billy Bob Thornton, the late Mac was in the movie too. Drew, like, it's actually crazy if you think about all the people in the movie, all the people that have passed away. John Ritter was fantastic in it too. Like, people, if you've not seen Bad Santa, that movie threw me for a loop. I also like that movie with that stupid kid with the glasses with the shotgun from like 1960s.
Story, classic.
Yeah, where they go to like get Chinese food at the end of the movie. That's pretty good. And
with the lamp.
Yeah, what else do I got for favorite Christmas movies? I don't even know a third.
You don't like Home Alone? I thought Home Alone would be in your list.
No, it doesn't even come close. Bad Santa's too much better. Way better.
Home Alone's a classic, Cam. Stop.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but it's not Bad Santa. Sorry,
what about
friend.
Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Never seen it.
What?
Never.
All right, Cam. I gotta send you some DVDs.
I got problems. I told you I watch sports and murder mysteries. I don't do a lot of Christmas stuff, Drew. As you've seen by my black shirt, the horrible loser tree and the wreath.
I mean, Cam, I feel like you would
humbug.
Cam, I feel like you would make a very good random mall Santa, don't you?
Actually, I would. It's funny you say that. I would, because I got gray. Like, I'm a little bit.
You got the blue eyes.
Yeah, I would be a good Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, and I like Billy Bob Thornton. I could show up drunk too and fall on the escalator and get wasted. Have a little elf beside me. He gets wasted. Yeah, we'd have a good time. Anyway, Bad Santa's my favorite. I don't do gold, silver, bronze. I just do gold.
Yeah,
that's my
movie. All right, so let's get into our best bets now, Cam.
What's your favorite movie, Drew?
My favorite Christmas movie, Home Alone, got to be number 1, and I will say number 2. I do love Jingle All the Way, Cam. That's why I brought it up, and I do like Bad Santa as well. Bad Santa's a great movie, but Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger gets me all the time, where he's just like, "I want that toy." I mean, terrible Arnold impression, but I do love that movie.
Tom, do you have one or no? You have one, Tom?
Oh, yeah, Christmas Vacation and then the rest.
Oh, yeah, Christmas Vacation, too. Forgot about that. Yeah, that gets the bronze for sure. Yeah, he's in there. Good call, Tom.
Fair enough.
I knew I was missing something.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie, Cam? I'll let you decide.
Yes, it is. Anything to do with – yes, it is. It is a Christmas movie. Anything that has Christmas-based time, theme, or whatever is a Christmas movie. I know we have this debate all the time, Drew. I'm really not in the mood. Picking these games is hard enough, so we're not going to have this debate. I think we talked about this like last Christmas. Did we have this discussion?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Who cares?
All right, best bets. I'll start, Cam. My best bets, the Rams. Yes. My gold, I think they smoked the Vikings. I know you love the Vikings, but I'm sorry. My silver is the Colts. I think they beat the Cardinals outright, so +1. I will take that all day. And my bronze is the Chargers laying 9.5 on the road. I think they blow Houston out of the water. So you can go now, Cam.
Wow, Drew, you're leaving me some very, very difficult decisions to make. I'm going to go bronze, Minnesota Vikings, +3 against the Rams. As me and Tom talk about, I think the Rams are a little bit paper tigers right now. They could get it together, but right now, this is a team that can't be trusted. We're going to go with the silver pick. We're going to take the Chicago Bears, +6.5 against Seattle. And my gold pick is the Miami Dolphins on Monday night against New Orleans. I think they can win this game outright. So those are the picks.
I like it. All right, Tommy Tiebreaker, give us your 3 best bets.
I just changed one, so give me 2 seconds here.
Just changed it on the fly. Did we convince
What's this guy up to?
I just flipped it up. Okay. So the bronze pick is the Buffalo Bills. We're going to circle them wagons at +2.5. The silver pick, I don't know if I just said silver, but silver pick is Miami at +3.
Yes.
And the gold pick, this is an absolute lock. San Francisco 49ers at -3.5 on Thursday night.
Ooh. Boy, Tommy throwing the L words around again.
Tom, I feel like the last 5 times you've said that, it's just been a straight loss. I mean, last week you loved the Titans against Pittsburgh again, even though me and Cam were on Pittsburgh, and just lost.
True. You're right. When confident Tom comes out, that's bad news.
Yeah, we need the Curb Your Enthusiasm music when Tom calls a loss.
Yes.
All right, guys. Enjoy your holidays. Thanks for watching. Cam, hope you get all the gifts in the world you want for Christmas. Same as you, Tom. If you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, then happy holidays to you and your family. Enjoy the festivities and the dinners and all the delicious food. And hopefully you're not locked up without anybody to see, because that would suck. And hopefully we cheer you up a little bit. So don't forget to click like and subscribe. And may the winners be yours this week for the holiday season, so you can buy all the gifts for yourself anyway on Boxing Day. Thanks for watching, everybody.